Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making pork chops and garlic mushroom sauce. Alright, I'm starting out here. I have some boneless center cut pork chops. I'm going to season them with some salt and pepper on both sides and some paprika. So I'm going to go ahead and get these seasoned up. On my pepper. And guys, you guys have been watching me for a while. You know that Eric doesn't like mushrooms, so I'm going to have to pull his out when I serve them to him. So I'm going to finish seasoning these up. I'll do the other side, and when I have my skillet hot and we're ready to fry them, I'll bring it back. Alright, now that my skillet's hot, I'm going to add some olive oil in there. Probably about 2 or 3 tablespoons. I'm just finishing off this container. And I have my pork chops all seasoned up. I'm going to fry these in 2 batches. I have, let me see here, I have 10 chops. So I'm going to fry 5 at a time. We're just looking to brown them, cook them through a little bit, but not all the way, because we're going to finish them off later on in the recipe. So I'm going to get all my pork chops in here, fry them for a few minutes on each side till they're golden brown, and then we'll pull them out and move on to the next step. Alright, now that my pork chops are all browned up and I set them aside, I turned my heat down to about medium on my skillet. I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of butter. And I have an 8-ounce package of sliced mushrooms here. We're going to get them in there, we're going to get them sauteing up so they start to turn tender. And I'm going to do that over medium to medium-high heat. That's going to take about 5 minutes. So I'm going to let them saute in there and get nice and tender. Alright, now that my mushrooms are tender and I did them over medium-high heat, and it took about 5 minutes, I'm going to add in some garlic. If you use fresh, add about 4 cloves. I'm using pre-diced stuff. I'm going to put in 2 healthy teaspoons full. And I'm going to stir that around in there just for a minute to heat that garlic up and get the flavor through the mushrooms. Alright, we're looking good, guys. And if you could smell this, I don't understand why Eric doesn't like mushrooms. They're one of God's most perfect foods. Really delicious. Alright, now I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of flour. And I'm going to stir that around. Alright, now I'm going to add in some beef broth. I'm going to add in 2 cups of beef broth. And I'm just eyeballing this, guys. This is a 4-cup container. And I'm going to turn my heat up on high for this. That's about right. I'm going to allow this to cook for a few minutes till that starts to thicken up into a gravy, and I'll season it with salt and pepper to taste. Alright, now that my gravy's starting to thicken, and I added just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, not much, I'm going to get my pork chops nestled down into that gravy. And I'm going to allow this to cook for 2 or 3 minutes to heat the pork chops through, help blend the flavors, and if the pork chops are still a little pink in the middle, this will finish them off. So I'm going to get my pork chops in here and let them go for a few minutes. I left my pork chops simmer in the gravy for about 5 minutes while I finished putting the rest of the meal together. They're ready to go, guys. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. I also went ahead and made some red skin mashed potatoes, and I served some of that garlic gravy over there, that mushroom garlic gravy, some buttered carrots. Let me get in here and try a piece of chop. Nice and tender. Knife cuts through it good. Really delicious. That garlic flavor really infused into the pork chops. They're tender, well seasoned. Now let me try a little bit of this mushroom gravy. I call it mushroom sauce, but let me try that. Really delicious. Slight garlic flavor, but not overpowering. Guys, that's really delicious. It wasn't hard at all. Alright, there you have it. Pork chops in a garlic mushroom sauce. Thanks for watching, and remember, love what you eat and eat what you love.